It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day, and I am reporting from my backyard garden in Vista, California. Greg and I are leaving really early tomorrow morning to head back up to the ranch. We are celebrating our 40th wedding anniversary, and all of the kids and grands are coming up. So, very exciting times. But I came out here to water and just, to kind of take a look at things, and something bad. So I wanted to show you. All right, this is fine. Just gonna move these guys out of the way. All is well here. Cactus can be a little challenging, can it? I mean, I rarely, if ever, lose a succulent, but my track record on keeping cactus alive is not as good. So here's my wonderful spiral. Remember this plant? When we moved here to the ranch, moved here to Vista, I should say, it was this big. How do I know that? Because this is a directional plant, and if you flip the plant around, it can start spiraling in a different direction, and that's what happened. It wasn't getting the same exposure here in Vista as it did in Chula Vista, and so it started turning the other way. So this is all the growth that it put on since we've been here in Vista, and that's how I mark it. And this baby is new. So a couple things I want to show you. Look at how beautiful and, green this baby is, and how kind of anemic the mom is. And that was concerning me. So I did throw some fertilizer on it a month ago maybe. But it caught my eye today because it just looked peaked. So when I looked down, look what I saw. Yeah, look at that. So what we have here is rot, and it looks like it's not in the roots. It looks like it started somewhere in here. And cactus are kind of like pumpkins. If they get a little nick, moisture can get in that nick and fester and cause rot. And I think that might be what happened here. But I'm not really that bummed because, one, I have this wonderful baby, which I wasn't going to remove the baby from the mom. You can absolutely do that, but I kind of liked the idea, of this, and I thought maybe more babies would sprout out, and I would just let it ride, maybe plant it in a bigger pot at some point. But if this happens to you, I thought that we would go through it, and I would show you how I'm going to handle this situation. All right, first things first, I don't know, exactly where the point of origin is on this rot, but we're going to find out. And we're going to start by removing a piece of the top, because I can absolutely cut this plant and harden it off. Harden it off means setting it in a cool, dry place to callus where we've cut it before I replant it. I don't generally do that with succulents because here it never rains or anything, and we can just put a cutting directly into the ground and rarely ever have an issue. But cactus are a little more persnickety, so I want to make sure that the wound is healed before I plant it. So what I'll do is I will cut this. Ow, I just poked myself. I will cut this and set it in a box in the garage while we're gone, and then when I come back, we'll replant it together. But here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this with my Sawzall because I want to get a really clean cut. Okay. All right. So what we have here is extremely healthy tissue. See there? It's not brown. It's not black. It smells like a newly cut lawn. It smells like grass. It smells great. So this piece is fine. It feels a little soft. I think that if I had ignored this, this would continue have climbed up the plant and eventually would have lost the whole thing. So I'm hopeful that once this wound hardens and we get a callus on it and I replant it, the new, and it sets off new roots, that I will be able to restore this piece to its glory. And I'm going to show you an example of that before I end this video. where I did that, and it worked. Okay, so now I'm going to remove the pup as well from this piece here. Okay. Again, all is well. Looks and smells great. Okay, now what to do with this hot mess? Well, ow. Jeez. It's my fault. I should be wearing thicker gloves, but whatever. All right. For the sake of experimentation, let's just see what's going on, shall we? Let's just for funsies see if this rot indeed infected the roots or if it was just surface. I'm going to knock off my fiberglass because this stuff's expensive. I don't want to lose it, so we're going to preserve the fiberglass. Okay. And then let's see. Now that, you know, this part's a goner, I'm not really very concerned. Okay, those roots, they really feel like they're in there. Yeah. It is in there. Okay. Aw, worms, cute worms. Yeah, this is, it's coming. I can feel it. Yeah, look at all that root. There we go. Okay. Now, it smells fine. And why do I keep smelling everything? Because your nose will tell you. You can smell rot. It smells, well, like rot. Like anything rotten. It's disgusting. This does not smell at all. So what that tells me is the issue isn't with the roots. It's like we're doing an autopsy, huh? I don't see any bugs. I don't see anything untoward. Let me cut into the root. Yeah, see? Healthy tissue. It's not brown or black or weird looking. Again, smells amazing. God, if they could bottle this into a perfume or a lotion, I would wear it. That is nice. Okay, so this issue clearly started topically up top. Somewhere probably, oh yeah, this looks like the point of origin right here. See where it's really black? Right in here. Let's cut into it and see what we find. Okay, now this, friends, is not healthy tissue. Let's just look at the difference, shall we? You see the difference there? See how that's brown and then black in the center? And this is all nice and green and white. Healthy, unhealthy. So when I tell you cut into it and take a look, and then cut until you get healthy tissue, that's what I'm talking about. So in the case of this cactus, I'll show you what I mean. So, yeah, see here? All that black right there. And then we see the black up here. So that's, I'm pretty sure that that's where the problem started. I didn't notice it. honestly, I was out here. I love this plant. So, and it's, my bedroom's right there. So I'm always admiring it, always looking at it. And I was stunned this morning when I came out and saw that. It's like, oh my gosh, what happened? So sometimes when rot strikes, it can strike really, really fast. I think if I cut into here, yeah, that's all nice and green up in here. So you can really track it with your eyes, you know, where the problem begins. And you're going to want to cut well above any yellowing or brown. If you have a cactus that's got a little, you know, spot of yellow, spot of brown, you know, don't panic. But if it starts to spread like gangrene, then you know that you probably have an issue. Okay, I want to take you over real quick. And Greg, don't trip on these cactus. And I will, like I said, I'm in a box. Put these in a box in the garage so they don't get rained on. They don't get sun on them. They'll just be fine for the 2.5, 3 weeks we're gone. It'll harden off. All will be well. And then when we come back, we'll repot these pieces in fresh, dry potting soil in here and put it right back where it was. And we'll start over. Okay, but let me show you another cactus that exact thing did not happen. What happened was my umbrella fell over and it knocked this pot over and the cactus cracked in half. And I took the top piece, which was just a cutting because it had cracked in half, and I stuck it back in the ground. And look at, this is all brand new growth. See, this plant was scarred like this when I bought it. It was a cast off, and the nursery was going to throw it away. And I said, oh no, don't do that. I'll take it because I don't mind that. I think it's fine. But this is all brand new growth since the accident occurred. So these plants can absolutely regenerate. Give it a try. Don't think that just because you have rot, your plant is a goner, particularly if it is superficial and it's not root-based. You can often save your plant. So I hope that this video encourages you and is helpful. This rule applies to succulents as well as cactus where rot is concerned. If you can keep cutting until you see that green healthy tissue, harden that piece off, reset it, you should be good to go. This has been Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day. Bye guys.